I would so love to come to Brazil. Rodrigo Santoro. He's just such a lovely man. I miss him so much.
When the waters began to rise and war broke out, nostalgia became a way of life. There wasn't a lot to look forward to. So people began looking back. Nothing is more addictive than the past.
By exploring such universal themes as memories and nostalgia, reminiscence communicates with everyone. But do you think that the scenario we are living in now can bring even more meaning to the message of the film?
I think that we've all and are continuing to go through a very difficult time that forces us to look inwards. In order to have hope, we must reflect upon the things that brought us happiness, that we long to engage in again.
We're so not present anymore, blocked into our feeds or our, prescription pills or our, whatever. We control our environment, so we're not aware that life is passing, life is changing.
When you first read the script, what did attract you the most about the story and about your character?
The amount of different characteristic traits that I got to play around with. She's so complex and broken.
That's what I really loved about the story for her, is that she, as a character, is a kind of metaphor for hope. There's always another opportunity, right, to do something different.
She's moved on, and you should too.
People don't just vanish. To find where she'd gone, I had to know where she'd been.
Escaping from reality is a big discussion here, like it is in Westworld. The experience that you had creating the series helped you create the movie in any way?
Absolutely. I feel as though the experience was very influential in terms of my directorial style. On Westworld, you have to reckon with filming something with a lot of scope, without a lot of time and relatively few resources. And what I learned in creating a world is you have to film as much practically as you can. And so that meant for this film that all the underwater fight scenes, I really had to dump Hugh Jackman into a pool and have him duke it out in there. And when we made a hologram for Nick Bannister and Watts to look at, we really did design a technology where we could shoot a hologram for Hugh Jackman to react with.
It was lovely to be dropped in as a character in an environment that was so beautifully built up. The set design, the technology, working with the graphics and the idea of dripping imagery. And it was just such a wonderfully new experience. And I think Lisa smashed it. Really, really did an incredible job with it.
I love to watch you and Angela Serafian working together again because I miss Westworld. And it got me thinking, in which of those two realities do you think it would be harder to live, in Westworld or Reminiscence?
Harder to live? Oh, goodness. Well, it depends. In Westworld, if you're a robot, I like being a robot in Westworld. I wouldn't want to be a human. I like being Maeve in Westworld rather than a human in Reminiscence. I think being a human in Reminiscence is tough.
Don't go down this path. Stay here in this life.
This memory technology we see in the movie brings all kinds of trouble to people. If this technology was real, what do you think would be the first consequences we would see?
I wonder if an increase in addiction, dissociation, disconnection, we'd stop living in the real world, wouldn't we?
Do you think you would like to try it?
Of course. Absolutely. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I have my questions. Speaking of memories, how was working with Hugh Jackman again after The Greatest Showman, now in such a different couple?
Wonderful. It's wonderful to reunite under such different circumstances with different characters. During the time from Greatest Showman, we've become very close friends. It was a very safe environment to work with someone I feel very comfortable with. It was amazing.
We're closed.
I know, I'm sorry it's late.
We have time for one more job.
Love and connection. The people that we know, a delight in the moments that we have when we feel at peace. And so my hope is that this film reminds us to look for those moments and to enjoy them when we are lucky enough to experience them.
That machine of yours, How close can you get before the illusion's broken?
You're going on a journey. All you have to do is follow my voice.